Hey guys, I am introing the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory packet today. I'm so excited for you guys to read this book and to do the activities to go along with it. So I'm just going to kind of explain how the packet works. So you have your intro page here where you're going to write your name, and then you will see in the first part of it there are comprehension questions for each chapter. They're usually split into the chunks that I've given you on each day's assignment. Every 10 lessons, you will notice that there is a little quiz. So the first one's weird because 10 and 11 are chunked together. But you're going to read 10 and 11, and then you're going to take the quiz for chapters 1 through 10. So I will be emailing out what questions you get to throw out, because every chapter there are a couple questions that I threw out. So I will make sure to email that out at the beginning of the week of when the quizzes are. If you do the paper version, which I'll talk about in a second. So if you go through, you see a bunch of comprehension questions and then a quiz every couple chapters, and that goes all the way to chapter 30. One thing I did want to point out was after chapter 13, there is a mini writing assignment, and it is it does have its own day where you'll just be completing this assignment. It's just kind of randomly in there, but it does look at describing Charlie and how he is different from the other ticket holders, because he is very different from the other 4 children. So as you go through that, after chapter 30, there's another writing assignment. This one talks about Charlie again, but each of the children failing and what their weaknesses were and why they shouldn't have been chosen. And then the last question, the little one down there, is how is Charlie different and why do you think that Mr. Wonka chose him? So, the next thing you're going to see after all the comprehension questions is some of these pages. There's a few of them in here. The first one is about comparing and contrasting, which we talked a lot about this year. You're going to use a Venn diagram. Actually, tomorrow's assignment, you will be starting this activity, but you can't finish it because you will have only read 5 chapters. So you are going to take this space down here, and you might have to go around a little bit and just describe the town where Charlie lives. The next video, tomorrow's video, is going to explain the setting activity. So look out for that one. The next thing you'll see is character traits. You will see that throughout the days that sometimes we'll take a break from reading, and you will complete some character traits pages. There is a character trait page, and there is also a page for each child in Willy Wonka with a web around it. So here's the first one. It has all the characters it has all of the characters plus Willy Wonka and Grandpa Joe, so all the kids. You are going to choose some character traits. It's plural, so I don't want just one trait in there. I want more than one trait for each kid. They're nice, they're kind, they're spoiled, they're a brat, whatever. Describe them. Then you have one of these for each character in Willy Wonka. You choose one word per bubble and to fill in about that character. Then at the bottom, it has you write a sentence about that character. Use some of the words you came up with up here. Make sure they're describing words. Don't say they have a red shirt on. These characters have a lot to do with each of them. They all have their special thing about them. Tell me about it. So we've got all of those. The next one you'll see is a point of view. I will have a lesson later on when we get to this, talking about point of view again, but we have talked about it this year, the first person, second person, and third person. On the little page that separates it from the rest of the packet, it does give you like a re-intro to all 3 of them, so you can use that to help you. In the point of view activity, you are going to have to identify what point of view Charlie and the Fact Factory is, and then you will write a journal entry in that point of view. And I will have a lesson later to talk about that. Plot. We talked about plot. If you roll back in your brain to when we did the Pixar shorts and we went through the plot diagrams. This is a little bit of a simpler version, but still the same idea. And it lays it out for you pretty well. You're going to look at the characters, the setting, the problem, the important events that are in the middle of the story leading up to the solution. So, character setting, that's our little beginning part that we did. The problem is right there at the bottom of your little map. And then the important events is your rising action. Plus probably your climax will be in there. And then solution is your resolution. Last thing is the epilogue. We will talk about this. I will have a video talking about the epilogue. This is a fun activity. Because you get to kind of create your own story, and you get to create your own ending to the story, which is super fun. So after you complete the packet, there will be a test. I will send that home when the week comes to take the test. Another thing I wanted to point out about this activity, about the whole packet, most of these activities can be done online. I will be sending every morning. Most mornings. I shouldn't say every because it's not going to be every. Most mornings, I will send a Google form. It'll be a lot like your attendance, but it'll be for reading. That you can complete all of the questions for this, and you don't have to write them down. Some of the activities I could not create on Google Forms, so you are going to have to do them in the packet anyway. If you do it on Google Form, I'll be able to grade it really easily. Now, you won't be turning this in every week, like you will be doing all of your other work. However, you still have to get your work done each week with what's assigned. So this week, for example, you have chapters 1 through 5 on Tuesday, you have the setting activity on Wednesday, and chapters 6 through 8 on Thursday. Whether you do those on those specific days, I don't know. But if you do, I would send them to me daily. All of the work is due Monday, April 13th. That includes what was due for this. Whether it be you completed it on Google Forms or you sent me pictures of it by the end of the week. The setting, everybody's going to have to send me a picture of your setting activity so that I know you at least did what I asked, because you're not completing the entire activity, but you're doing part of it. So these things are still due to me by the end of the week, just in a different way, because you won't be turning in a physical paper to me. And I will explain this in an email to your parents as well, so that they know this is how, that's kind of how you're gonna turn it in. So I hope you guys are super excited to reach Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and get to do these activities. I have also linked up videos that throughout the 4 weeks that I will be introducing some of the back activities and reteaching some of those. We've taught everything that's in this packet we've talked about this year, and it's just kind of a way to have a fun ending to everything that we learned in the 3rd grade. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am to read the story and to do these activities, because it is a fun project. Alright, I will see you guys next video.